Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today we're going to tie another of Charlie Meck's patterns from his book, Pennsylvania Trout Streams and Their Hatches. This is going to be the Quill Gordon. The hook that I have in the vise is a Lively Legs. This is a number 305. These are barbless dry fly hook, size 14. We're going to use dark gray thread. And we're going to put a base of thread down, and we're going to go halfway with that, and then we're going to come forward half of that, and that's where we're going to put our wing. For our wing, we're going to use wood duck flank, and here I'm actually going to use 2 on this one because I want to have a pretty good wing. And you can put them convex sides together so that they curve away from each other like this. And you'll be able to, and that will help you in dividing the wing. It's already partially divided there. And our wing should be about the length of the hook shank. And we're going to take a loose loop, pull that straight up, take another, and then we're going to go back on that a little ways. Maybe another 3 wraps. We're going to trim the remainder at an angle. And we're going to bring our thread back to the tail. See where that, all right, that I like to check the wing and make sure it's in the right spot. Now for the tail, we're going to use a dark gray Hackle fibers, and we kind of stand them up, then pinch a bunch of them at the same time. You'll even bend that. You'll even get a little bend in the shaft of that. We're going to make that tail just about the length of the body. I'm going to trim off that excess now. And again, we'll pull that straight up. Now I kind of have a little bit of a hump there, so I'm going to kind of smooth that, get that a little better. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a wrap under the tail now. Now we're going to take a stripped peacock eye. I get it here. And hopefully this is long enough. I only got about 1.5 inches. I'm going to trim off that tip. We're going to tie this in. And then you want to keep some pretty tight turns. And bring that thread up. I'm going to go ahead and take my delicate hackle pliers and we're going to wrap our quill. You can go ahead, and I'm going to do that now. Put a little bit of head cement on there. You don't have to get it all the way around. The quill will pull it or take it around. You don't want to twist your quill as you're going. Using the Peacock eye gives you that segmentation that you could see. And we're going to get a couple more wraps out of that. And we're going to tie that in. Take my poke and snip and trim off the rest of the quill. Now I'm going to stand the wing up and divide them. Put several wraps right in front. I'm also trying to build up the front a little closer to what the back is at the same time, so you don't have a big step. And right now, the way that looks, I really don't even have to divide that, but I'm going to. And since I use two, I'm basically just going to grab one, grab the other, and that's a pretty strong wing there. I think I got, there we go. And now for the hackle, I'm going to take a dark gray hackle, and I already prepared it, gave it the crew cut. I'm going to lay that right between the wings, and I'm going to leave a couple of barbels exposed, a couple of the crew cut barbels exposed on the back side. And by doing that, what you get is when you wrap the hackle, you're not going to have those first hackles shooting towards the rear. Just going to secure this, make a little bit of a head there, and we're going to leave that hackle or that thread about halfway between the wing and the eye. Now we could go ahead and we could even use this is a stronger feather, so we could use a stronger hackle plier, and you can see that first wrap that you don't have the hackles shooting towards the rear. Have to tame that wing just a little bit there. When I go to the front of the wing, I'm going to rub the wing with the hackle. And wrap a couple more wraps right in front. And then I can go ahead and tie that off. Try to hold that excess hackle at a 90 degree. And that will help to eliminate your hackle fibers going forward, your excess hackle fibers going forward. Put a couple of wraps in front. And I'll take my poke and snip. This is a good example of why I use the poke and snip. You see where that hackle tip is. You go in there with your scissors and you just might cut the wrong thing. Then we'll take our whip finish. Give it 3 to 6 turns. I usually just use 3. Tug that tight. grab that poke and snip again. And I see I do have a couple pieces of hackle going towards the rear, but that's probably from pulling on it. We'll just straighten those. There we go. Take a little bit of the head cement. Clean that brush off pretty good. And a little is all you need. And here we have Charlie Meck's Quill Gordon. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. If you or your friends subscribe, please hit the notify option so that you don't miss any of my videos. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. Please visit my sponsors. Let them know that I sent you. If you'd like to purchase any flies, go to etsy.com/shop/theflymanjim. And if you don't see it there, just simply tell me what you're looking for, and I'll get right back to you. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.